What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Big Love, and this is Big Love's Breakdown. So tonight we have Smackdown Live. I've been so excited all week because they've been promoting this #1 Contender Battle Royal to see who goes on to face Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. The show starts with Daniel Bryan coming out to the ring, so he invites Naomi, the SmackDown Live Women's Champion, to the ring. This whole segment's very heartfelt. The crowd was chanting, "You deserve it," to Naomi. She was really broken up about this whole situation, and I can't blame her. It really sucks that this wasn't a storyline injury and that she really did get hurt as she was winning the championship. Daniel Bryan pretty much runs down the fact that he's been in the same position like he was 3 years ago when he had to relinquish the WWE Championship when he finally got to the mountaintop after WrestleMania 30. Naomi goes on to say thank you to everybody and that she'll be back. As Naomi's walking up the entrance ramp to go to the back, Alexa Bliss comes out. The crowd is chanting "what" the whole time, and she's kind of interacting with them, saying, "I know you can hear me," and it's great. She does this multiple times where she actually stops her promo and addresses the fans' what chants. Alexa Bliss's mic work has gotten better every week. Alexa Bliss is hinting at the fact that Daniel Bryan should just give her the title because she was the #1 contender and the most recent champion. So eventually Daniel Bryan agrees with her and says, "As much as I hated taking the title from Naomi, I hate this even more." So he seems like he's going to actually just give Alexa Bliss the title, but then he psychs her out. He announces that right now he's going to put the title on the line with Alexa Bliss and the first ever SmackDown Live Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. This was a really good match. These two generally have a good chemistry together. The match has a great pace to it. They're trading back and forth. Becky Lynch is delivering forearms, spinning back kicks, and a barrage of Bexploder suplexes. At the end of the match, Becky Lynch is trying to grab Alexa Bliss for a move or something, and Alexa Bliss is just trying to get out of the ring. She's grabbing the ring apron, the ring skirts, and she does this twice before the referee kind of interjects himself in between the two. He's actually distracted for a minute because Alexa Bliss has pulled the ring skirt in the ring. Well, while his back is turned, Alexa Bliss kind of chops Becky to the throat, rolls her up, hooks the tights good too. 1, 2, 3, Alexa Bliss is your new women's champion on SmackDown and the first ever two-time women's champion on SmackDown. After the match, Mickie James comes out, kind of celebrates with Alexa Bliss a little bit before she tries to go sneak up on Becky, who has her back turned. Becky notices this, gets Mickie James out of the ring. Becky Lynch is like, "Come on, Mickie, you want some?" And that's pretty much how that ends. I'm glad that rivalry's not over, to be honest with you, because I love watching those two wrestle. Throughout the night, they do interviews backstage where it's just the participants of the #1 Contender Battle Royal later, just talking to the camera. The first group of guys is Dean Ambrose, Kalisto, and The Miz. They're just basically saying how important this opportunity is. Then we get Natalya in an interview backstage by Renee Young, just running down Nikki. If you've heard her do a promo on Nikki the last few months, you know what it is. Nikki gets everything. She's crafted as a Barbie doll, all this stuff. So then we get American Alpha versus the Fashion Police, Tyler Breeze and Fandango. Very short match. American Alpha wins, but not with the grand amplitude. They actually used the Steiner Bulldog. After the match, the Usos are in the crowd screaming at American Alpha. They deliver a great promo. I'm starting to get hyped for these two tag teams in a match now because they are building it up pretty well. So good job, SmackDown. You're utilizing at least the two great tag teams you have. So we get another group of interviews backstage with AJ Styles, Mojo Rawley, and Dolph Ziggler. Luke Harper does another individual promo backstage for the Battle Royal. Man, love Luke Harper's promos now. Nikki Bella's interviewed backstage by Renee Young about the match coming up between her and Natalya, Falls Count Anywhere. She just says, "Hey, me and her aren't friends anymore." So the Falls Count Anywhere match happens next between Nikki Bella and Natalya. Y'all know I'm not a big fan of this rivalry and not a big fan of either one of these women, to be honest with you. But this is a really good match. It's really entertaining, I have to say that. These two probably spend a minute, probably less in the ring when it starts, and they're outside immediately. Nikki Bella goes for a table under the ring before Natalya stops her. Nikki eventually gets a kendo stick a few seconds later and goes to work on Natty. They end up in the crowd a couple of seconds after that, over by an area where it looks like a black cloth is over some tables. It looks as if Natty's going to suplex Nikki Bella onto the concrete off those tables. Before Nikki Bella pushes her off, Nikki Bella then does her roundhouse kick off of those tables out in the middle of the crowd. This was a great spot. They make their way back to ringside before Natty gets the advantage. Natty beats up on her a little bit before getting the kendo stick and going to work on Nikki Bella. Natty goes for a power bomb on Nikki Bella, and she looks like she's going to try to put her through the announce table before Nikki counters. A few seconds after that, Nikki Bella hits Natty with the Alabama Slam on the table. They then battle over by the staging area, by the crowd, before making their way to the back. I love this backstage brawl time. So they're going at it, and at one point, Nikki Bella gets Irish whipped into Maurice again. Nikki Bella counters Natalya and puts her face first on a table into a little glass mirror. They make their way back onto the entrance ramp closer to the ring this time before Natty actually tries to get Nikki into the sharpshooter. Nikki counters into the STF, or as she calls it, the Fearless Lock. It looks like Natty's going to actually tap before Maurice comes out with a lead pipe and starts beating Nikki Bella with it. Natty rolls over to pin Nikki Bella 1, 2, 3 while Maurice is taken to the back by Miz. They're just setting up this John Cena Nikki Bella versus Miz and Maurice match hardcore tonight. But yeah, this was a great match. I mean, they literally fought everywhere except for the concession stands, and I gotta give both those girls kudos because I wasn't into this rivalry the whole time, but their blow-off match, or what appears to be their blow-off match, was sensational. So good job to both of these girls. So in the Raw recap video, I forgot to mention this, but they do run another little vignette for DDP, who is the newest inductee into the Hall of Fame. Bang! Love DDP. Congratulations to him. This is going to be awesome. Hall of Fame class looked great this year, and it looks like it's going to be very entertaining. We then get the rest of the backstage interview for the Battle Royal participants. It's Baron Corbin, Apollo Crews. The one thing I want to note here is the only guy that didn't actually do a little interview or promo or whatever for the Battle Royal was John Cena. Is he too good for these? Is that what the case is? So the Battle Royal's pretty good. It was actually a little underwhelming considering my expectance for it, but maybe that's my fault. Maybe I expected too much from it. So Dean Ambrose is the last person to enter the Battle Royal. Everybody starts at the same time, but he's the last one to be introduced. And he immediately attacks Baron Corbin, which could be expected after last week and then the Elimination Chamber. They do this spot where John Cena tries to give Baron Corbin the AA, or he tries to put him on his shoulders and he just falls like he's too heavy. This is a really bad spot in my opinion, because we've seen John Cena pick up the Big Show and Edge at the same time, Mark Henry, just so many different people. I mean, why don't you have him pick him up and then Baron Corbin punch him in the face to get him down? Baron Corbin's not 400 pounds or anything. I bet he's probably not even 300 pounds, so I don't get this spot. So Baron Corbin eliminates Mojo after a while. Dolph Ziggler and Kalisto end up on the apron before Dolph Ziggler gives Kalisto the super kick to eliminate him. After that, Apollo Crews eliminates Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler goes crazy at this point, beating Kalisto with a chair again. This distracts Apollo Crews, who gets eliminated by Baron Corbin. So Miz looks like he's firing up at one point before, once again, Cena eliminates him from the Battle Royal. After that, Dean Ambrose eliminates Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin goes crazy at this point. He doesn't eliminate Dean Ambrose, he just pulls him underneath the rope and gives him the deep six outside. Dean's not eliminated, but he's pretty hurt. Now, The Miz, even though he's eliminated, comes from behind and eliminates John Cena. John Cena even tries to get back in the Battle Royal. The referees won't let him. We're just going to see this match at WrestleMania. Just everybody settle into it. Nobody really wants to see it, but this is obviously just for John Cena and Nikki Bella, more or less. So there's a spot where the remaining 3 participants of the Battle Royal are on the apron. It's Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles, and Luke Harper. Dean Ambrose gets eliminated. When it looks like Luke Harper kicks him or super kicks him, it looks like AJ Styles might actually hit him too. I'm not sure, but Dean Ambrose gets eliminated. So it's AJ Styles and Luke Harper in the end. These two go back and forth. They do great jobs battling on the apron here and teasing eliminations the whole time. So they do this spot at the end where AJ Styles is on the ring post with Luke Harper, and it looks like he kind of does a sunset flip maneuver. And they try to make it seem like both people hit at the same time, but I think it was pretty clear that AJ hit the floor first. I know back in '94 there wasn't a lot of cameras to tell us who hit first, Bret Hart or Lex Luger, but this is 2017. Are you telling me there wasn't one cameraman over there? Daniel Bryan comes out because the referees can't make a choice on who actually hit first and who won the Battle Royal. So Daniel Bryan comes out there with a cop-out and says, next week, Luke Harper versus AJ Styles to determine the #1 contender. I must tell you guys, I'm not happy about this because I think this is a cop-out just to extend this whole thing until WrestleMania or to get it closer to WrestleMania. As much as I love Smackdown, this was terrible. It was clear that Luke Harper hit second because of the fact that AJ Styles' momentum brought him faster to the ground. It was just clear to me. So the ending to SmackDown was very lackluster for me. The Battle Royal was a little underwhelming to me. I love a good Battle Royal, but this one had not enough drama for me. It had its couple moments, that's for sure, but we'll see. It looks like it's going to probably be Luke Harper winning this match next week. I'm not sure how they're going to do this. But overall tonight, guys, SmackDown was pretty good. Like I said, this Nikki Bella and Natalya match was great. Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss was a good match. A lot of good promos going on tonight. And despite the fact that the Battle Royal was underwhelming, maybe that's just to my standards and maybe I had a high expectancy. Battle Royals are always fun to watch regardless. So, hey, tell me in the comments below what you think of SmackDown tonight. Did you think AJ or Luke Harper hit first tonight? Who was eliminated? Who won the match? Hey, like my videos, subscribe to my channel, and share this with all your friends and on all of social media. Hey, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'll be live tweeting during Raw, SmackDown, WWE pay-per-views, and NXT specials. So if you want to live tweet with me or interact with me and tell me what you're thinking about what's going on during the shows. Until next time, this is Big Love's Breakdown. I got 2 words for you. Stay tuned.